Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we had our first beta draw after 2-week wait, after our first ever embryo transfer of 2 embryos, which are the prettiest little pack of cells that I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm sorry Brian couldn't be here for this video because he was supposed to be home, but of course, as luck would have it, his flight had to be changed to a later time, putting him coming home at 10:40 p.m. And it's not 10:40 p.m., not even close. I would be dead asleep right now. So I'm taking on this video by myself, and he is fine with it. So I'm here to tell you guys the results of our beta. And I'm already gonna cry because Brian and I are pregnant. I actually knew going into the beta that it was gonna be a positive result because of a combination of things. Like, it just feels so weird saying that. Like, I tried to film this once already, and like when I say those 2 words together, I'm pregnant, like I just didn't know if I'd ever be able to say that again. And I'm crying happily, like I'm happy. But I'll kind of get into like more of why I'm so like, but like I was saying, this video is gonna be all over the place. I knew going into the beta it was going to be a positive result because during the 2-week wait I did updates of like symptoms on Instagram, and so like at the last minute before the beta I had to take a pregnancy test because I think that for me personally it was very important to know going into it what to expect. I didn't want to be blindsided by a negative. Especially, like, that's the main reason that I did it, is because to think this whole time, like, with the symptoms that I had, I was like pretty convinced that I was pregnant, and I did not want to go in and be blindsided by a negative. So I felt like take a test at the time that I know for sure will let me know either way. And I am not going to share that footage with you guys. I originally I filmed it as a plan to share, but the emotion on that video is just so like overwhelming and you can't even understand a word that I'm saying. It's such a special moment, and I think that I'm just gonna keep that for my husband and myself. Like I can't even like hardly breathe because one of the main things that I was scared of going into IVF was that it wasn't going to work at all. So the fact that at least one of these embryos, maybe both, we don't know, have implanted means that at least it was successful in that sense. I mean, we still have a long way to go. It's kind of like get positive beta, then get second positive beta to make sure that it's doubled. And then after that, you kind of have to wait for the ultrasound. And that's a whole nother scary thing in itself. But in this moment, I'm just choosing to be joyous that we are pregnant. And just thank God for this life that He's given us. That I honestly didn't think I would ever be in the situation again. Like, there were times that I really started to doubt whether I was ever going to be able to have any more children. And again, it's so early and it's so scary. And there's a lot more things we have to go through before this is like a sure thing. But I'm just so grateful that you guys are here to share this with us and to be a part of this with us. No matter what happens, I mean, I would have told you guys anyways, no matter what happened. If we would have had a 0 today, I would have told you guys, like, I'm going to tell you no matter what happens in this pregnancy, hopefully a successful pregnancy. And I will update you guys on our second beta when we get it. Obviously at this moment, I am feeling very happy and very overwhelmed, but I'm scared. You know, we have to have a number that doubles, and that can be very scary. So I'm just keeping my faith and, you know, not forgetting those signs that God showed me before we did this transfer, and I'm just holding on to that and continuing to pray like I've been praying this entire time, because I'm gonna be like overwhelmed probably for the next few weeks, like waiting for each individual thing. And one of the main reasons, besides my husband asking me to keep our beta day a secret, and one reason why I really wanted to control over when I put this video up, is because I have a lot of friends right now who are going through what we've been going through for 2.5 years. I have a friend who transferred 2 embryos and neither of them implanted, and my heart is broken in half for her, and you know who you are watching. And she was like us, she only had 3 embryos. Not only 3 is a good number, but she transferred her 2 like not long before we did, and my heart just broke for her. And like, it's like, how can I like tell her and be happy whenever she just went through that? So I wanted to make sure that I was able to talk to my friends who are going through this and make sure I like approach this in a certain way where it's giving them hope but not making them feel sad, because I know how hard it is when you're trying for a baby and for a pregnancy for a long time and your friends are like, oh, we're pregnant. You know, no matter what, no matter who it is, no matter how long they've tried, it really stings a little bit. So I just wanted to be able to tell those who are close to me and those who are in the same boat as me first, and make sure I got that out and could reach them and talk to them before I posted this video as well. So that was another reason why we had to kind of wait a little bit. So by the time that you're seeing this video, we've had our first beta now probably for 2 or 3 days. I have to wait a few days just to like, there's one more person that I really need to talk to who I know watches my channel, and I really want to talk to her, and I just haven't found that moment, that time to talk to her about it. And I'm just like I cannot believe it. Like, I don't even like with our daughter Aniston, when we found out we were pregnant, it was just by chance at my yearly physical that we found out that I was already pregnant. So we never had to kind of go through this scary, emotional, like holding your breath, like waiting for the beta and waiting for the first ultrasound. When we found out we were pregnant with her, we were like fine, and we had an ultrasound like right away. She was fine. Like, I didn't experience any like being scared or anything like that. And it's so real to be excited and cautiously moving forward, and right now I kind of feel like I'm cautiously pregnant. But like I said, I think everything that I'm feeling is pretty normal. I don't think that I'm weird. I think that everyone goes through this, and with IVF, you're finding out sooner than a lot of people find out. But yeah, I don't even know. I cannot believe I'm saying the words I'm pregnant, and I hope that this video can be hope for any of you. And I know that some of you have had negative betas over the past few weeks and have messaged me on Instagram about it, and some of you have had positives, and if we have successful pregnancies, we'll be pregnant together, and that would be so amazing. And again, I'm sorry Brian couldn't be here, but I have his blessing to film this video for you guys. And he gets really weird whenever I cry because he's so happy, but he's not like me, like an emotional wreck. He's a lot more calm. So yeah, oh God, I'm just so thankful, and I just want to say to you guys, thank you so much for being a part of this IVF journey, this trying to conceive journey from the beginning. And I hope that this is the start of a very long and successful pregnancy, and that we have a take-home baby or babies inside. The next update I give you guys will be after our second blood draw, and if our number doubles, we then will schedule an ultrasound, and that's when we will find out if 1 or 2 are in there. I'm kind of like, what's in there? Like, it's almost odd not knowing like what's in there, and so I'm just praising God, thanking him for them, because I don't know what's in there. I kind of feel like there's 2 in there, I'm not gonna lie, just because the second I found out I was pregnant, I can't even say that word without like, it just feels like so surreal. Even though I've like known about it for at least like 48 hours now, I just can't, it's so surreal. But when I found out, like, I immediately just felt like I was pregnant with twins, which is kind of scary because I don't want to go to like the ultrasound and feel like sad if there's only 1. I don't want to be focused on feeling sad. I want to be happy. So we'll see. I'm just going to keep praying about it and praising God for the life that he has chosen to give me and my husband and our family. And I will update you guys on our second beta. And I'm still praying for all of you that are going through this. And like, obviously I talked about survivor's guilt, and I'm already feeling it, and like it's only been like 48 hours. But I care about all of you trying to conceive, going through infertility, because I know how hard it is. And I don't necessarily think that I'm kind of out of the woods yet, but this is an awesome start in finding out that the beta is positive, and there's just nothing like this feeling. And I feel like I've achieved something that we've just tried so hard for, and I don't ever want to take it for granted, and I never like even want to complain about anything. So thank you guys again so much for watching this video. I'm sorry that I couldn't like get it together, but I just feel like I finally conquered something, and I really hope that this doesn't make you guys sad. I hope that it just gives you hope. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys in a few days whenever we have our second beta. And yeah, bye guys.